Okay, so I hope everybody has been practicing level 1 and all set and excited for level 2 hip mobility exercises. So let us begin. Before that, what all will you need for it? You'll need a pair of socks, a pair of yoga blocks, and a chair. Let us begin. First exercise, you sit down horizontal to the mat, legs a bit wider. Now you can do this with support or without support. I'll demonstrate both. So with support first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm doing 3 repetitions on each side. You can do it for 5, 10, whatever you are comfortable with. Now, if at all, if you're not comfortable keeping your hands like that, you can always use yoga blocks and then go. Okay, so this is the first part. The second one, the second way of doing it is without support. You keep your hands here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Right? So this is the same exercise but without support. Whichever works best for you, please do that. Okay, now moving on to the second exercise, you need to be onto the mat, or your legs need to be onto the mat, your knees. Okay, so now the same way, the legs are always in the same position. This exercise also I'm going to show you with support and without support. Okay, now this is first one is without support. Here what you do, keep your hands here, or 1 and then down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Now moving on to the same exercise, next other side. 1, very nice. 2, nice. And 3. Okay, now the same exercise, maybe some of us might not be able to do without support. So let us do it with support. You can use a chair or a table or a wall or a rod, anything works best, or whatever is there convenient for you. So you just take support there, lift up and down. Maybe you can start with maximal support, slowly go on for minimal support and up. One more and up. Now this on the other side. 1, exhale down, exhale down, then 3. Okay, so this is our second exercise. Now second exercise with support and without support. Now second exercise has part 2. Okay, so the first one with support what or without support, what you did, this was part 1. Now here there is part 2. So I'll do it first without support and then we will go with support. Okay, so you get up. So you're in this position. Now just carefully observe my this leg. This is in, this goes out, this is out, this comes in, and then I'm sitting down. Again I get up. Now the in leg goes out leg comes in and down. Okay, one more repetition. Lift up, in goes out goes in, and down. Again up, in goes out goes in, and okay. So this is the same part 2 exercise with support. So now you get up. Okay, you can adjust yourself. It's not required that it is too stretched. If you're not comfortable, just adjust yourself. Now here, in, take it out, take it in and down. Up, take it out, take it in and down. Again up, take it out, in, take it out and down. Okay, so whenever you're coming down, exhale, going up, inhale. So this is our part 2 of second exercise. Now moving on to number 3 exercise. For this you might require yoga blocks. So just keep them handy with you. If you do not have yoga blocks, you can always use towel rolls. 2 towel rolls is also fine. Okay. Now coming on to the number 3 exercise. So here what you do is you use the length of the mat here. Now your the left leg is bent inwards and your right leg is back. Okay, so now here we will try and straighten this leg. Okay, so how do we go about it? So if you're comfortable with your hands down, you will just take the support of your hand. Okay, take the leg back, so it is, the knee is facing here, this side. Now you take the support of the toes, roll it in and come in here. So while doing this, in the process, your your hip might just go up, right? That's completely fine, that's completely perfect. Okay, you keep it there. Now here, the toe here, just observe my toe. So what you do is you take the support of the toe, lift the knee up and push your heel away. Okay, so lift the knee up, push. So here we will be doing the small pulses here. So exhale, push. Just observe my heel, it is going in and then pushing out. So here you will do some 5 to 10 pulses, whatever you're comfortable with. Every time you do a pulse, get into the pulse, you need to exhale. Okay, now, so while you do the 5 to 10 pulses, now if you push this back, your leg will be able to go a little more back. So what will you do? This toe, you will keep it more back. So my toe was here earlier, now I'm putting it back, again lifting the knee up and pushing it back. Okay, this we will repeat in for 5 to 10 repetitions. Okay, now in this position here, if you are not comfortable, you can always use yoga blocks this way and just push, push, push. Okay, if you're not comfortable with this either, you can just get down in this position for some time, again go. Okay, so if the hip, while it is going back, there is a lot of stretch, there is a lot of stretch here, that's perfectly all right. You can breathe through that. Just breathe. Do not, whenever you're holding the position, do not ever hold your breath. Your breath has to be continuous, slow and relaxed. If you're not comfortable, just leave the position, breathe there for a while and get back. Okay, initially after practicing level 1, it might be a little difficult to get into these positions, but with practice and consistency, this is going to get better. Okay, now this is third exercise wherein we are just pushing. So this will help us to get a very perfect pigeon pose and get a good mobility for the hip. Okay, on both the hips we are working here. Now let us do this on the other side. Okay, so your right leg comes forward, left leg goes back. So it is bent right now, right? So I'm showing this with the blocks. So here what we will do, you'll touch this, you'll lift up. So in the whole process, the hip might just go up. That's perfectly all right. Just push, push. Just give a pulse here while you exhale. Okay, now you get a new range. Again, push, push, push. Okay, now you're holding up this position and holding it as much as you can and giving your 5, 10 breaths, whatever it is comfortable for you. You need to do this on the both sides equally. Start with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever number of reps is comfortable for you. Okay, now moving on to number 4. So for number 4, you can just keep your yoga blocks or towels handy. Now you come into all four position. Okay, now from here, touching the toes down, bend your knees here and try to get into a straight position with this. We have done this in the previous video. Okay, now after this, what you will do is you will lift this up, put it down. So this is preparation for your sorry, my throat is a bit off. Preparation for your next pose. So here what you do is you lift up and come forward. Remember there was an exercise wherein we were doing this. Now this is moving on forward, the next level, the next step for the same exercise. Now here what you do, keeping your hands here, now you try to get the leg back straight. The whole support is on your tripod. Leg, the leg which is in the front and both the hands. Okay. So earlier it was on 4 of the limbs. Now it is on 1. Now here what you do, the same thing. You slowly move down. 1, come back. Exhale, go. Give me 2 more pulses. Okay. Yes. This is fourth exercise. Now here in the fourth exercise itself, so the first step here was the pulses. Now the second part here is you touch the knee down. Okay. Once you touch the knee down, you go forward. Okay. Full all the your weight is on all the three hands, all the three limbs. Sorry. And now here what you do? 1, 2. You lift up back a little. 3. See, if at all this is not comfortable for you, you can take your towel rolls or the yoga blocks under your hands and then do it. It becomes a little easier. Okay. Now here also 3 to 5 pulses of this. Okay. After this is done, what we do? Again we lift up. Okay. And see, my right leg is forward, my right hand is here, and I lift up my left hand, put it down. Exhale, inhale. Down, 3 reps. Okay. Now here in the next step, so here we are doing 4 parts in the fourth exercise. So what was the first one here? So we did the pulses. Okay. We did the pulses. Then we did the knee bends. Now third, we did the hands up and down. Now fourth, again you touch the leg down and move your hands to the opposite leg. You can do this with either your leg, the back leg touching down or up, whatever is your comfort level right now in the initial few days, and then come back. Okay, so 3 reps of this. Let's do another 2 reps. 1, 2, and come back. 1, 2, and come back. So whenever you get into the twist, you will exhale. Okay, one more for with that breathing. Now you will inhale and then breathe out. Breathe in and back. Okay, now you take your leg back and back into this position. Okay, now again you do this. Now with the left leg. Up and down. Up and down. Now what is the part A for fourth one? You get your leg forward and the leg is back here. I'm doing it with the blocks. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the next one for B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now the third one here, you lift up the leg and 1 and down. Inhale and down. Okay, so this is part 3. Now part 4 here, you touch the leg down either, or you touch the leg down here either, or you keep them straight. Exhale, go, come back. 1, 2. Okay, now the same thing you can do with this. So now this is part 4. Okay, so now this was level 2 of hip mobility. I hope you all practice this on regular basis, incorporate in your routines, and then feel free while you're moving. Feel your joints much more fluid while you're moving. Enjoy. See you in level 3.